What's good, y'all? I'm going to talk about Mr. Michael Irvin, the Hall of Famer, the legend, the Dallas Cowboy great. Excuse me. We're all aware of what's going on with the accusations of sexual misconduct or whatever they said. We all know that's not true. We all know he ain't. Oh, come on now. He's Michael Irvin. It's a lot of women that would just flock to him and would want his company, even if it's for a few hours, even at his age. But this is a teachable moment. This is a teachable moment. Black men, it's unfortunate that it's still this way, but black men have to remember that people behave strangely around us. Black women, it's around black women too, but especially black men. I mean, you can go places and you can walk into a building or whatever. You don't have to be looking thugged out and showing your tattoos and none of that stuff. You could just be you could be looking professional, but it's just your energy is going to command attention. It could be positive attention or negative attention. Some people, it'll be so odd sometimes to where people will approach you and just want to come to you and have a conversation. Hi, how are you? What's your name? Anything I can help you with? Anything you're looking for? You know, I mean, this. I'm just being honest. This is not being racist because I grew up around all races really, and I had a lot of homeboys that were white growing up, but white men or just white people in general, white men and white women, at times they're the main ones that act strangely and oddly when they get around a black person, when they see someone that's a black man. Their energy changes. However their energy was before you walked in the building, they can be around friends and stuff like that. Their energy will shift, and their friends will notice, and they'll just see like, oh shit, these black people walked in, and all of a sudden, so and so is acting tense now and acting strange. But that's something normal black men are used to. But as black men, we have to. This is the thing we have to remember. Excuse me. We can't be too angry, and you can't be too happy around these people. I'm gonna say it again, because people don't listen these days. They just kind of just want to view and analyze you and see wait, who's he talking? What is he talking about? That like, who is he from? How many views does he have? Just listen to what I'm saying. As a black man, a black woman too, but especially a black man, you cannot, when it comes to white people or any other people, you cannot be too happy and you cannot be too mad. If you're too happy, they're gonna flock to you and they're gonna try to, you know, grope you with compliments and stuff, and then they're gonna try to get you involved in something. It's just sometimes it can go left. And you be too angry, it's gonna go left too, because people gonna start acting like, oh my God, someone call the police. So you can't be too happy because you might get taken advantage of, and you can't be too mad because it might be your life. It might risk your freedom or your life. Okay, even if you ain't bothering nobody, you might just be angry in your own space because someone is disrespecting you or making you uncomfortable, and this is how people will react to you though. So you, as a man, you got to have enough sense to know that. And I think because Michael Irvin is Michael Irvin, and he's at that plateau and that level that he's at. He's at the top of his pyramid, you know. I think. I mean, of course, he didn't expect this woman to just, she probably was an opportunist in that moment. She probably was like, oh, um, okay, well, I had a talk with Michael Irvin, and he said some things to me. He made me feel very uncomfortable. He was very angry. First of all, I have to say that he was very angry. I could feel some of his spit coming off his mouth when he was talking. He was very loud and just brash and just with how he's expressing things. And I started feeling uncomfortable. I thought I was scared. I was a little indeed scared for my life for a moment. And then he started asking me things about my life and, if I'm single. And, I ended up telling what that woman was saying, just making up shit. But this is what a black man can go through at times. There's some crazy black men that's off, but that's probably because they had some past drug addictions, or they just, or have some mental issues. Their bipolar is real out there. But at the same time, Michael Irvin didn't realize that he needed to be even keel. He needed to be chill, relaxed, even regardless of what was going on. And even if somebody wronged him, he could have probably took a better approach, or not to even. He should have even engaged and talked with this woman. Like, if this woman was not a manager of some sort, why is this weird lady in front of Michael Irvin just having this conversation with him, no matter how long it lasted? Because look what happened. So she obviously finessed herself to him to try to create something, and look what it's been putting him through. Now he looked stupid because around these two goofy white dudes that's supposed to be his lawyers or attorneys and shit, and this boy looks so. It seems like he just sprayed charcoal over himself in that room, and he just looks extra, extra dark. I don't even remember Michael Irvin is dark skinned, but he looks black in there amongst those weird white dudes. And damn, he just like, God damn, come on. So sick of that image for sure. But it's like, what is this, a humiliation ritual going on, Michael Irvin? What is really going on, sir? But man, black men, you got to be careful. This is a teachable lesson. Don't do what Michael Irvin did. When you're out in public, amongst other races of people, even in your own people too, because that's what a big issue with a lot of black folks too. They don't know how to even be, not to be too happy and not be too mad around their own people. That's probably a big issue as to why we can't really unite as one, because black people are either too happy or too mad, whether they're around each other or around other people. That is our downfall. Either we playing too much, or we just too damn in our feelings, and we don't want to, deal with the source of the situation and take a calm, cool, collected approach to shit. So, I think it's, black people, we're very emotional people. In a lot of ways we have a right to be. The society has forced us to be, but at the same time, we still have the ability to control our emotions. So you could be in your emotions, but don't let your emotions control you. Control your own emotions. And be careful who you allow in your space. Especially when someone you don't know and someone is an employee and you're upset. Don't just allow any random person to, say, can I speak to a manager? I appreciate you, but I would much rather speak to a manager or a supervisor or something like that. And if that person's a supervisor, it needs to be something. If you got to film, turn on your camera and film yourself. Do what you got to do to protect yourself and your integrity and your image, because his image and his integrity has been shattered over this crap. So whether it's true or not, which more than likely it's not true, it's still, his image is shattered now because he had to go through this bullshit. It's pretty familiar to a lot of other things that's happened. Kobe Bryant. Excuse me. But hey, man, be careful, gentlemen. Guard your energy. Protect your soul. Don't allow these vampires out here to infiltrate your happiness and infiltrate your energy. Be easy, y'all.